Hey everyone, and welcome back.
Welcome back to the Think Strong Network Bible Study. It is so good to be with you all today as we get our hearts and our minds ready for the holiday season that's right around the corner.
So let's just jump right in. For today's Did You Know, we're tackling something that I think a lot of us feel but maybe don't always talk about. Did you know that the holidays have this almost uncanny ability to bring our old patterns right back to the surface? It's that feeling, you know the one, that we've all had but maybe just couldn't quite put a name to.
We're calling this first section the holiday switch. And that's because it really can feel that sudden, right? It's that moment when old wounds, old family dynamics suddenly show up again, seemingly out of the blue.
I mean, think about it for a second. You walk into that family gathering feeling good, feeling confident, like you've grown and changed so much. But then, the old dynamics start to click back into place. Those old wounds feel just a little bit tender again. And before you know it, you might find yourself slipping back into an older version of you, a version you really thought you'd left behind for good.
And what's so wild is how little it can take to get there. It's not always some big, dramatic argument. Sometimes it's just one comment from an aunt, one little look from a cousin, or just one memory that pops into your head. And boom, just like that, the switch is flipped and your entire mood, your whole emotional state just shifts in an instant.
So let's talk about the truth behind these things we call triggers, because this is where we get a chance to kind of reframe the whole thing and maybe give ourselves a little more grace this holiday season.
First, let's just get on the same page. What is an emotional trigger? Well, it's simply that moment, that comment, that look, that memory that causes the sudden and often really jarring mood shift we were just talking about. It's a specific, identifiable thing.
Okay, now this right here, this is the most important part. The common misconception, what many of us secretly believe, is that having triggers is proof that we're weak, that we're broken, or we haven't healed the right way. But the liberating truth is this: triggers are not proof that you're weak. They are proof that you are human. And, here's the key, simply unprepared. That single word, unprepared, it changes everything, doesn't it?
And knowing that, well, that's how we start to take our power back. This is all about shifting from a place of just reacting to our feelings to a place of intentionally responding to what's happening around us.
The tool we can use for this is something called an emotional audit. Now, I know that sounds a little technical, but it's really not. An emotional audit is just telling yourself the truth ahead of time. It's about being honest with yourself about what you can probably expect before you even walk through the door.
So let me ask you a question, and if you feel comfortable, I'd love to see your thoughts in the comments. What conversations or environments drain you the most? For you, is it talking about politics, or money, or maybe your personal life? Just knowing the answer is a huge first step.
And that's because it gets right to the heart of it all, the power of awareness. Because when you can name your triggers, you can see them coming. They start to lose their power over you. You stop having that knee-jerk reaction, and you create just enough space to choose how you want to respond. Now that is real strength.
Okay, so let's get practical. Let's move on to the Preparedness Playbook. This is your guide for taking all that awareness and turning it into real, intentional action. This is how we get ready for the game.
And it really comes down to 3 simple but incredibly powerful steps. Step 1, know your patterns. Be real with yourself about what usually happens. Step 2, know your limits. Decide on your boundaries before you even get there. And step 3, know your exits. Have a plan for when you might need to step away for a minute.
So what does this actually look like in the moment? Well, preparation is planning to leave at 9 p.m. no matter how much fun everyone else is having. It's deciding beforehand, you know what, I'm not going to talk about my job today. It's as simple as remembering to take one deep breath before you speak. And maybe most importantly, it's knowing who you are in Christ before any person or any moment tries to tell you you're someone else.
I absolutely love this metaphor. Without awareness, these triggers feel like emotional landmines that can just blow up your whole day. But with a little preparation, with a little awareness, they become manageable speed bumps. You see them coming, you slow down, you navigate them with care, and you keep right on moving forward. And you know, doing this inner work isn't just about self-preservation. There is a much bigger win here. It's about protecting your peace, yes, but also the peace of the people you love most. Let this one really sink in for a second. When you handle your triggers with intention, you protect the people you love from the fallout of pain that was never theirs to carry. Your preparation, your healing, it becomes a gift to your spouse, to your kids, to your friends.
Ultimately, the goal here isn't to pretend that things don't affect us. The goal is to make a conscious, powerful decision to refuse to let old pain hijack the beautiful new moments that God is trying to give us. It's about protecting the joy of today.
So as we close out, I want to leave you with 2 questions to just think on. First, out of everything we talked about today, what's the one thing that really stands out to you? And second, how can you apply that one thing to your life? Maybe starting today as you get ready for the holidays. Go ahead and share your thoughts below. We can all learn from each other.
And remember, all this amazing material was created by our friends at the Educational Highway to help us all think strong and live well. And I'll leave you with this final, powerful truth. You can't control the season, but you can control how prepared you are for it. Go in peace and go in preparation. We'll see you all next time.